Hello once again, YouTube. FatmanStephens here. Got my friend Eric Bubby.
If you look me up, I don't have many things on my page, but I'm known as the Necromancer.
And we got Jamal Esquire Holly here. And this is a big topic. The one we both have most opinions about. Because most opinions about is going to be professional wrestling. So, Jamal, the question's up in the air right here.
Look at them divas.
What is your opinion on both companies? Where they stand and what's going on? How you feel about them?
More divas.
To be honest, both companies are really doing poorly bad right now. I don't think any of the companies. I mean, honestly, wrestling right now is at an all-time low. There's one company, WWE, the PG era. Anybody that was watching wrestling in the 90s can agree that the way that wrestling is going down is not, I'm not going to say good, it's just not the same as it was in the Attitude Era.
I agree.
I feel that some people that did more time than others in the WWE are getting, not getting that push because they're overlooking them for younger talent.
Like,
for example, I don't want to use this guy. I gotta think of somebody else.
Not you.
I gotta say Del Rio. He's one of my favorites, if not my favorite wrestler right now. But that man came in and won the biggest Royal Rumble.
He beat Mysterio on his first night.
Beat Mysterio on his first night.
He made him tap out. Like that.
Took out Mysterio, took out Christian, got a WrestleMania shot against Edge.
Lost. First match.
You know how many guys, you know how long it took for people like Triple H and The Rock to get those kind of shots?
So it's Sheamus.
Sheamus too. I mean, oh man. He overrated. Alright,
so WWE doing bad because of the PG era. Think because of the PG era. If WWE would say T14, you think they would be doing good? Because even when they were T14, they were still in a decline. Do you think blood, sex, and violence made wrestling better? Make professional wrestling better?
Unfortunately, it did.
Is TNA a better company because they have T14? Is that what you're trying to say?
Their matches are better.
If you don't mind me saying, in regards to what you just said, I don't approve of it used everywhere, but the one thing that the media will confirm, and it said that it is this way, sex sells.
That's why
controversy makes cash.
That's why Edge had the highest rated Raw for a while. That's a celebration. Also because John Cena was the champion first time in 9 months. But
as far as TNA goes, they are just, they have the talent, they put on the good matches, but they don't focus on the entertainment. They don't focus on the story. And for me as a wrestling fan, I'm not the type of guy that picks wrestling over entertainment or entertainment over wrestling. I like both. TNA doesn't have both. All they have is wrestling. I think if they focus more on their storylines and they get a guy that can bring some more ratings,
you think one guy's going to change TNA?
That can bring some more ratings, I think they can compete more with WWE because they have better matches, they have better knockouts, they have a better tag team division. All they are missing is that one guy to give them ratings. They have the blood. They have.
But does that make the blood really make things better?
I mean, they have.
I think blood adds to a rivalry.
They have less limits in WWE. They can compete. They can compete. You want to watch wrestling? That's the company you watch. You want to watch entertainment? WWE is the company to watch. I hate to say it, but
so WWE has entertainment, right?
Yes.
And TNA has wrestling.
Yes. Impact Wrestling. Wrestling. I mean, it's a fact. I mean,
it's not really a fact. I mean, the only fact that you said in that whole thing was that TNA has a better women's division and a better tag division,
which is
that's only
a
fact.
part of wrestling.
Touche. But I don't think because of that they have better wrestling per se.
I mean, if you put TNA wrestlers top 10 against WWE top 10,
you're insane for even saying that.
In all honesty, I don't know much about wrestling, folks, but I'd honestly have to look at WWE on that one. Not being a biased person towards either company, but it's just the matches that I have seen have all come from WWE, and they were majority pretty good.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's up in WWE's top 10. Let's get down to the top 3. Who are the top 3 guys in TNA?
Do I have to go in order?
No, it's the same top 3.
AJ Styles, who's probably the best in the world.
It might be.
Probably might be. I think when he's used right, Samoa Joe is there.
Oh yeah, Samoa Joe definitely.
And
Place in time TNA.
See, 3 is tough because there's a couple people.
You already know I'm gonna pick, so because
I'm not going. No, he fell off.
Yeah.
I was thinking Kurt Angle, but he can't. I mean, he could still wrestle.
Is a washed up junkie.
He could still wrestle, but I'm trying to think. You got Samoa Joe. I'm not picking him either. I mean, come on. I mean, this is tough. I mean, TNA has a lot of good wrestlers. I'm trying to get this one on the money. I gotta go with. I mean, I want to say Jeff Hardy.
He's a drug addict.
You know what? I want to say Jeff Hardy, but he hasn't been there.
Match. Check it out.
He hasn't.
He lost a 90-second match.
He hasn't been there for a while, so I want to say Jeff Hardy, but I can't.
He single-handedly almost ruined TNA.
So I can't put Jeff in there. Jeff, please come back soon. We miss you. TNA needs you. You are a great champion. I like to go with Mr. Anderson. I'm gonna go with Mr. Anderson. He's improved as a wrestler since he went to TNA. I think Mr. Anderson is good.
All right, let's go with WWE's top 3. John Cena, obviously. Randy Orton, obviously. And I'm gonna put the Miz in there. WWE's top 3. And if you want to put, the only person that they would get a victory over would be the Miz. And I would do these 3 matches. I do Anderson versus Miz. I think that'd be a good match. I think because they got the both personalities right there.
That'd be perfect.
I put AJ versus Randy Orton.
That'd be sick.
Because I don't think John Cena can hold a candle to AJ Styles in a wrestling match. And I think you can agree with me there. And I think Randy Orton's closer because Randy Orton has more of a wrestling background.
Oh, of course.
And I put John Cena and Samoa Joe. Because they both had the same kind of fighting style. I mean, Samoa Joe would out-wrestle Cena, but once again, Cena would get out of the Katrina clutch and give him the attitude adjustment. That'd be it.
And now, if we don't want to make this a biased situation, how about we do it this way? Marcus, why don't you give us who you, in your opinion, believe are the top 3 wrestlers in TNA? Jamal, you do WWE.
Yeah, I think you did WWE. I think for you, when you did TNA, you did from wrestling. You got to look at company standpoint too, because Sting is a main draw in TNA.
I mean, he is, but we're talking wrestling, right?
You're talking about top 3 on the company. Because wrestling, John Cena and Randy Orton are the top wrestlers. They don't have, because Daniel Bryan.
I would put Randy Orton in the top. Randy Orton can wrestle.
He put on a good match.
He put on good matches. But the John Cena, I would have took him off.
So I'm just talking about top 3.
Oh, well, if you talking about that, then
I mean, you can keep your 3.
I mean, what those 3?
Yeah, I think you were asking name, but I'm just surprised.
I mean, when Jeff Hardy was there,
he
was a top draw, and Sting
he's top drug addict,
and Sting is a top draw as well. So, but I like the 3 that I picked. But you could put Sting in there or Jeff Hardy, but
Sting will lose.
Or Kurt Angle.
Drug addict. There's 2 drug addicts.
But I like the top 3 I picked.
All right. Well, like you said, we picked the top 3. No, do it.
Now we just talking draws.
Draws. You got all over.
Well, I mean, John Cena, Randy Orton.
See, the third one is the wild card. John Cena and Randy Orton are the top 2. They're the Ultimate Warrior, Hogan, the Rock, and the Austin of this generation. Well, I guess I would put Savage. I don't know.
John Cena, Randy Orton, and Chris Jericho. I mean, he's not here, so I want to say the Miz. I would.
Chris Jericho's actually a good pick, but he's not wrestling. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Top WWE 3 right now.
Right now, with
I put The Rock in there then.
Yeah, you're right. Overall, yeah, I would probably put the Miz in there. I got no choice. I got no choice.
Well, for TNA, I put Sting, AJ, and I picked.
RVD?
No, he's Jordan.
Samoa Joe?
Who else is Jordan? Who's someone else for the main eventers?
I hear him talking too.
No, I thought you said I thought he said he talking to me. He said I called him my talent. No, it's talking on the computer because it's my virus.
Oh, okay.
But I thought he talking about when I called him my towel head.
Well, I mean, Kurt Angle. I mean, what type of draw?
Virus on the computer.
Yeah, I put Kurt Angle. I think Kurt Angle's unfortunately. I think Kurt Angle's a top draw. You know, he's a drug addict, but he still has that gimmick. Olympic, you know.
You don't have any virus protection? You should get A-Vast.
I have malware bites, but it didn't get down. Anyway, let's talk about that different situation. Alright, so we talk about that. Alright, you think WWE is better entertainment-wise. I do. I agree with that. And you think TNA is better wrestling-wise.
Yes.
Okay. Bring the topic up. I brought the first one up.
Oh.
You said that both companies were doing. Oh, let me give my opinion on the topic. WWE and TNA. How are they doing? WWE is doing alright right now for the climate of wrestling. TNA is doing alright. They're both doing their thing. TNA is focusing too much on the old guys though.
I agree.
Well, WWE is focusing on the young guys. I don't care what anybody says. The fact that Miz main event at WrestleMania over Undertaker and Triple H is amazing to me. And that'll probably be the best decision WWE's made all year. Besides that, he won that match. They don't care how he won. He pinned John Cena in the main event at WrestleMania. There's no sugarcoating it. It happened. Sorry. That's it. So, it's weird to see that WWE is focusing on the young talent. You know, WrestleMania, Del Rio, Cody Rhodes, and Miz were featured in the 3 top matches. I mean, even though Del Rio and Cody Rhodes had like the first 2 matches. But, you know, you look at Over the Limit, and you see how bad it was because there was no Del Rio or Cody Rhodes wrestling. You put Sin Cara on the card, Ezekiel Jackson, people who are not ready yet. Cody Rhodes and Del Rio deserve to be on a card, and that's why I pay-per-view was bad.
And because let me show you.
What? Because
and because somebody was here.
Inside joke. Yes. But if you put those 2 guys on there, I think the card would have been much better. I like to think the card versus Cody Rhodes. I mean, eventually, I think that'd be
not
eventually.
Live, but yeah, it would be good. Just on SmackDown, it would be good.
But
I heard he botched his entrance on SmackDown too.
He did. But listen.
Can I have food?
TNA. I like TNA, but like I said, I made this vow to him and all the Xbox Live party that I talk to. If CM Punk leaves WWE, goes to TNA, his contract supposed to be up in September, I'm going to be a TNA fan. That's it. I would watch TNA religiously like I watch WWE. And that's because CM Punk is my top wrestler. He's not my favorite, he's my top wrestler, you know what I mean? Like, if he's the guy that I think he could carry WWE if they wanted him to.
If they wanted him to.
But, because I pay $100 to see CM Punk and AJ Styles wrestle for 20 minutes. I want to see that happen, and I think they would do that. I don't know if they're back with Glory work because I don't know if they're, you know, top names. But that would be a good match. I would love to see that a pay-per-view match.
CM Punk would be a top name in TNA.
But I don't think they ballsy enough to give money back. They wouldn't be ballsy enough to get a main event at Bound for Glory.
CM Punk
be a top name. Dang, Bound for Glory.
Yeah.
What was Bound for Glory's main event? It was Hardy, Angle, and Anderson, right?
Mm-hmm. That's what TNA.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah. They gave it to him. Because
Yeah.
I would buy Bound for Glory. Everybody would be over here watching that because I would order that match. Right?
CM Punk would be probably a heel. Ooh.
Oh, you think so? You think they gave the straight ass gimmick?
AJ can't do the heel thing. Not as good as Punk.
You think he gave him the straight ass gimmick then?
I would like to see that happen again.
Or was it like because I think the straight ass gimmick is great because you can't really boo him. Why are you booing him? Because he doesn't do drugs and alcohol. What are you drunk? You see, that gimmick is solid.
Yes.
That's why if WWE TNA was to get a preacher or like, that knew the word of God and the scripture, he'd be over WWE. People would hate him, but you can't hate him. Why would you hate him? He's using the word of God effectively. That's a good character. They were on the right track with Brother Love, but he didn't use words. He didn't use scripture. He always told about, "I love you." If they use somebody with scripture, that's it. That'd be a good gimmick. That's what I love to do one day. Use that gimmick. But anyway, that's how I feel about WWE and TNA. They both doing their things. I mean, pro wrestling's not where it used to be. I mean, Raw in WCW were getting like 10.3, ratings now. I mean, everybody. It was like, I forgot what the statistic was, but it was like, I think like 47% of households on Monday night were watching wrestling. What is it now? Like 10%? You used to be able to talk about anybody, what happened on Raw or what happened on pay-per-view. It's barely. Now people look at you weird for saying that. We're all over 20 years old. So I mean,
I'm not.
BS.
I'm only 18.
But all right, Jamal, why don't you bring up a topic for us to talk about?
How do you feel about how WWE utilizes Randy Orton and John Cena?
It's a crime and a shame. John Cena, for me, like I said, I don't hate John Cena. I don't hate Randy Orton. I'm actually a big Randy Orton fan when he first became in part of Evolution and everything. But it's too much. It's too much overkill. John Cena got beat up for 27 minutes at over the limit, and what happened? FCF. It's basically 2 seconds. Granted, Miz will go lose a match. But it's too much of Cena and Orton. They both won. They both became champions in 2 days. It's too much of that. What happened to all this young talent you're pushing at WrestleMania? Why is John Cena and Randy Orton... kudos for WWE for not having John Cena champion for almost a year. Kudos for that. But what's the point, But I don't think Randy Orton and John Cena should be being pushed to the moon when you got guys like Christian on SmackDown I think can carry the show. You still got Sheamus over there. I mean, I like Sheamus. I know you said he was already like a little while ago.
He's solid.
But I don't think Randy Orton and John Cena should be featured, especially when Miz has dominated Raw for the past 6 months. How you feel about that? How you feel about
it? The same way. I mean, yes, they're the most popular wrestlers. Come on, they got the charisma, they got the total package, but I feel that you should only use them to a certain extent. I mean, the man wins 90% of his matches. I mean, like you said, this guy got owned by the Miz for 20 minutes and only had 5 minutes of offense and won the match.
It's more like 30 seconds of offense.
Yeah, like he won. I mean, I get the whole never give up thing, but man, come on.
A little too much is a little too much.
A little too much, man. All this time that they're focusing and letting Cena dominate and now Randy Orton, they could have took advantage and maybe had a little moment where Wade Barrett could have won one of those matches. Or
he did win, but won a title.
Yeah. Or had a moment where, somebody like CM Punk or somebody making a name for themselves or McIntyre, had they shine, I feel like some people that are supposed to be, like Dolph Ziggler, top names or getting their shine aren't getting it. Is because WWE is focusing on Cena so they can keep that merchandise going, keep the fans coming. And I mean, it's sad when you make money, that you get put over guys that are, better than you.
Better performers.
If you guys don't mind me chiming in for a second, since they started doing the whole family-oriented thing, it's now more about the good guy winning and the bad guy losing. That's exactly what it is. Which it's extremely sad because, I mean,
which is weird.
A person can be as awesome as they want as a wrestler, but if they're face, then more than likely they're not going to win all that much. Those 30 seconds that Cena went on the offense to win the match, that made some little kid so happy till he probably pissed himself.
Which is weird when you talk about that. Like, Del Rio won the Royal Rumble. That was the last match on the card. Then Miz won at WrestleMania. He won the main event. That's only happened. That's only second time that's happened in history. Which is weird when you bring a topic up like that. So that's interesting to say.
And especially with Cena's character being the All-American.
Yeah, especially you only got one rock bottom. You got pinned for a 3 count. Okay, yeah, that's believable.
And Cena's probably going to start winning like crazy, believe it or not. And this is just my opinion because there's a Captain America movie coming out not too long.
Now they're talking about John Cena. I brought The Rock. Let's talk about this huge mega match. The March, I think it's April 1st. April 1st, 2012. John Cena and The Rock will meet in a match right now for the WWE title.
Ooh, that sounds good.
So, what's your opinion on this match? Is this the dream match? Is this the last dream match in wrestling that you see for right now?
As of right now, it's definitely the last dream match. But me knowing how wrestling really is, PG. What do the P in PG stands for? Predictable. I already know who's gonna win this match.
Who's gonna win?
Game show.
Because like a wise man once told me, history repeats itself.
It's doomed to repeat itself. History
repeats itself.
Love having
Big Boss Daddy or something like that.
History repeats itself, so
Big Boss Daddy or something like that.
Let's go to the dream match.
He was like a cop.
Big Boss Man.
A couple WrestleManias ago, The Rock versus Hulk Hogan.
That was 10 years ago.
Icon versus
the Icon. It'll be 10 years when Rock and Cena fight.
The Rock won because Hulk Hogan, being the better man that he is, being the bigger icon, put The Rock over.
When we talk about that, why come Hogan didn't put Shawn Michaels over? Why did he put Randy Orton over?
Well, I mean, him and Shawn Michaels are kind of in the same boat, but
we'll talk about that later.
I mean, yeah, we'll get to that. But
why you saying he's laid down for Rock? What's so different about The Rock and Shawn Michaels?
At least there won't be any more popes of death.
I know Shawn Michaels is the better wrestler. He's probably one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. You know, but I don't know. What do you say? The only reason you think Rock won is because Hogan said, "Okay, it's time to push you."
I mean, that's probably the guy Hogan wanted to lose to as well. Maybe I mean, The Rock is kind of like how Hogan was in his career. He had to put him over. I think if The Rock and Cena go at it, I think history's gonna repeat itself.
You finally see the light.
History's gonna repeat itself.
So you got John Cena winning.
The Rock.
I want to hear you say it.
The Rock respects Cena. I'm not saying he's gonna win. I think he does. I mean, for what he's done, his passion.
Yes, okay,
I think he respects him. He might not like him, but I think he respects the guy. I'm gonna say that it's most likely Cena he probably will win. I'm gonna pick The Rock because I'm more of a Rock fan than a Cena fan.
It's like Hogan, right?
Yeah, I picked Hogan. He lost. I'm picking the Rock. I don't know if he'll lose. Most likely he probably will. But that's a good point though.
All right,
Hogan lets The Rock beat him. But not Shawn Michaels, I'm not going to even say Orton.
Yeah, man, but still.
But Shawn Michaels, maybe Shawn Michaels didn't want to beat Hogan.
No, that's not what it was.
I mean, no, you're probably right.
Watch that match again. You can see HBK, he oversells every move in that match. Hogan punched him, he did like 5 flips. So he obviously had some kind of reservation about that. But probably because Hogan wanted to win. He's such a hungry piece of contention for. So, all right, let's get back on The Rock and Cena.
How do you feel?
I'm looking forward to the match. Is it going to live up to the hype? Probably not. It's going to be one. It's going to be like Rock and Hogan. I think it's going to be back and forth. You know, the crowd's going to be absolutely insane. It's in Miami, so you know it's going to be a lot of Rock fans. It's going to be electrifying. But I wanted to ask you. You think it's going to be for the WWE title? Is it going to be for the WWE Championship?
John Cena called it.
And if so, is Cena going to stay champion until WrestleMania?
No, he'll win it back. I think Del Rio should have his moment of glory, and then Cena gets it back.
But so you think?
Is The Rock currently a champion?
No, he came back. He challenged Cena. Then he's going to go bend WWE for a year.
Oh, okay. Because my defense was honestly going to be, he's more than likely going to lose because he's going to go make more movies.
Now, speaking of The Rock, do you think The Rock's first match is going to be WrestleMania 28?
It should be.
You think that's going to be his first match back? After almost 5 years not wrestling, you think his first match should be, which is probably going to be the main event, WrestleMania 28. And that's why I remember I told you guys, Undertaker and Triple H should not have got the main event, and I'm glad he didn't, because they're rusty. Triple H didn't wrestle in a year.
They were rusty. John Cena isn't.
But The Rock, when you seen the ring wrestle Rock, he couldn't even do a kip up. He beat up the Miz and Alex Wright. He couldn't even kip up on Raw, and he hasn't wrestled in 4 years or so. So you think he's ready to wrestle a main event match at the biggest event? You think he's ready? Do you think he needs a couple tryout matches before? Don't you think he needs to face the Miz at least? Beat the Miz, prove that he still got it.
That's a good point. He probably does, but it might take away the excitement because
I don't agree.
Not seeing The Rock wrestle for years and waiting the whole year. I mean, everybody wants The Rock.
I think it would make me more excited to know that Rock can actually hold a match. If he can fight, if he beat people like Del Rio, then the Miz, back to back, or he hang on. He got two of the young guys on Raw. There's only one left. That would be John Cena. I think it's better. It would be better for me as a wrestling fan to know that at least Rock still got it. And if Rock comes into a match at wrestle with Cena and haven't wrestled in 8 years, I'm going to be scared because I'm like, this match might bomb. He's in front of Miami. It's going to be the biggest crowd.
That makes sense.
So
that makes sense.
He needs to wrestle Miz at least.
That makes sense.
I can't forget about the Miz. The Miz did win that feud. In the long run.
That makes sense.
I know Cena got the championship from it, but Miz got the biggest victory of his career.
That makes sense. I changed my mind about that.
Yes. So you agree he needs to wrestle first?
I think I think that'd be good. Yeah.
Yes.
Because with Hogan and Rock, Hogan didn't just come in and fight The Rock. He had to get his little rust off.
Yeah, he had to.
So, yeah, I think that happened.
So
history repeats itself. I think The Rock could come in and feud with Miz.
Now, do you think it's a scenario? Do you think Miz will win the championship back, and The Rock will win from Miz? Like maybe like Royal Rumble, Extreme Elimination Chamber, and then Rock defense against Cena at WrestleMania.
That's possible.
Do you think it's possible for Rock to be champion? Then him to drop it to Cena, make Cena's victory even more bigger than it is? Because by that time, if Cena wins the WWE Championship one more time, he has the most reigns in history. He'll have 9 reigns, and that's the most in history.
That's possible.
So that'll make his victory that much bigger. So he proved that he is the biggest superstar in history.
That's possible. That is possible.
So I said some ideas, but
that's possible.
Talking about WrestleMania 28, do you think any other potential matches right now? I know it's like
it's pretty early.
It's about 10 months away. Do you see any matches potentially? Do you see Triple H and Undertaker 2?
I hope not.
Amen. But can you see them doing it? It'd be only the third time they fought at WrestleMania, but
history repeats itself.
Do you see
Shawn Michaels took a second try. Streak versus career. If they do it the second time, Streak versus career. Triple H and Undertaker.
It's not going special.
That's probably where they're gonna go, but I hope not.
Do you see somebody like a young guy? Do you see Sheamus coming up, step onto the plate, getting tombstoned?
He's not ready.
Del Rio.
He's not ready.
You see Miz?
Yes. He's the only guy that can. He's the only guy.
He's undefeated WrestleMania 2-0.
He's the only guy that is worthy. No disrespect, because I love Del Rio.
But not yet.
But he's worthy.
But not yet.
But not yet.
If Del Rio was to win a championship and hold it until WrestleMania, say he won a SummerSlam and hold it WrestleMania, which is never gonna happen. They're saying, you think he's worthy then? What makes a person worthy to face the Undertaker at WrestleMania?
Their body of work.
Because Giant Gonzalez, that wasn't worthy. Big Show and A-Train, not worthy. Kane's the second time, not worthy.
But they're talking about the streak more than they ever have been. It's to the point where every time he wins a match, it's pyros off the chain at the end.
Yeah.
They're
people like Orton, Edge, Batista, all worthy guys.
They're worthy. I think the Miz is because of his body of work. He's been in the business for a long time.
And his cockiness, that definitely help him. He's not gonna win.
He draws ratings definitely, and I can't think of nobody else. Maybe Christian. I don't see that happening.
I like to see Christian take it one day.
Sheamus. He got the physique to go toe.
That's what I'm talking about.
So yeah, I take that back. He could probably do it. He made history. Yeah, he made history. So
what's his name? Was McIntyre?
Well, Drew McIntyre, they don't push him at all.
Yeah, they don't use him.
They don't understand the American Nightmare. Hopefully, can we get a Raw appearance?
American Nightmare.
But so that's the only match. You can't see anything else right now. Do you see WWE being a big part? 28. Anybody?
Yeah, he has to. Cody Rhodes has to be there. Del Rio has to be there.
Randy Orton. These guys.
Randy Orton, who'll probably be champion. Christian has to be there. Of course, CM. When is this contract up?
September. CM Punk's not gonna be WrestleMania 28.
I don't know about CM Punk. Rey Mysterio will probably be there.
He might break his knee again.
R-Truth hopefully should be there.
That's the next topic. How do you like this? That they be pushing R-Truth? Do you think R-Truth is ready to be pushed in the main event? Is it finally? It's time for African American WWE champion, another one?
R-Truth is doing a good job. When you think of Raw, you think of R-Truth and John Cena. They the talk of the show. R-Truth.
When you think of Raw, that's what you think of. You don't think of The Miz at all. The Miz.
I'm sorry.
You don't think The Miz is the top name anymore?
I'm sorry, Alex Riley. I'm sorry.
Well,
right now,
John Cena did the same thing for Miz.
Well, The Miz was more established than Alex Riley. The Miz is, after John Cena, R-Truth, then it's The Miz. But R-Truth, his character, the way he's acting.
So you're saying, what you're getting at is, R-Truth is the top heel in WWE now. And now Michael Cole stepped down. Because SmackDown, who they got?
Michael Cole.
I think the top heel on SmackDown was Cody Rhodes, without a doubt. I don't care about Sheamus. I don't care about Sheamus and Mark Henry.
Yeah, Michael Cole was considered one of the biggest heels.
He was. He was getting mad heat. People hated him.
Was.
Because he told about Jerry Law's dead mother.
Yeah, he was.
You talking about dead people? That's instant heat.
Yeah. R-Truth is probably the top heel right now. Even though he hasn't done nothing too crazy.
All he did was beat up John Morrison and broke his neck. Well, he really didn't break his neck.
He took out a good guy.
Then he calls Morrison the championship at Extreme Rules. Then he beat Mysterio.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 clean. That was it. They dropped the feud. That was it. I
knew that was done.
How is that? I never seen that. I never seen a heel beat the face that cleanly. And they dropped this.
I knew he was destined after that.
So do you think he's ready? Is it his time?
Yeah, he
over Del Rio. If you had to see one of the two get pushed, who would you pick?
Oh, I'm going with Del Rio.
Because I don't understand. Archer has the potential to become WWE champion. It's not going to happen. Yeah. But he has the potential. While Del Rio's going to be in a feud with a Big Show that night. Even though I know it's like a placeholder until he faces Cena at SummerSlam, but is it really? I don't know. Is Archer really ready? Can you hold him? Because that might be the top match. Punishment.
Because he has his character. The character is perfect. If it wasn't for the character, if he was still dancing and all, but the character.
But his character training is what it's all about.
Yeah, the way.
I agree.
But like I said,
wrestling-wise, I don't think so. But John Cena can wrestle.
He's solid as a wrestler. R-Truth.
His match. I actually like his match with Mysterio.
Yeah,
it was just a bad ending.
Yeah. R-Truth is a pretty solid wrestler.
So
that lie detector, that's one of the best moves out there, man.
He doesn't do it anymore. He does just shut up now.
I know.
That SCO he stole from Shelton Benjamin and then Judas Messiah.
The Judas Messiah, the Shelton Benjamin, the Mr. Roberts.
Yeah, the Mr. Roberts. Alright.
That move.
Bring your topic up.
Oh, no, you did. What was I about to say? Okay. How do you feel about what do you think should happen with the tag team division?
It should be done with. There's nobody. Unless you guys are gonna start pairing up people that actually can tag together. Sheamus and Drew McIntyre. But they're both different shows, so that can't happen. Maybe Mysterio and Sin Cara.
Shows.
The same thing. You can't do it. Tag team division is dead. they should. I think the tag team division was dead after the Hart Dynasty won the titles.
Yeah.
Because Jericho did their thing.
Yeah.
Even though it was supposed to be Edgico, whatever. But they did their thing with the tag titles, and then DX kind of ruined that. Blah blah. Then we went into the whole thing. But tag team division died when Hart Dynasty won the tag titles, and they changed them over. But the tag team division, like the women's division, should have been dead. Trish Stratus should have won the women's championship and retired the Divas division. That's it. They don't have good female wrestlers. Now Karma's out for 9 months.
Big blow. I wanted to say something about that.
That's it. Gross. You know, like, I mean, actually, like I said, it works in their favor, but I don't think, not much time. They might actually be able to be a WrestleMania match.
What do you mean by works in their favor?
Well, because look, the big women's match is Karma versus Beth Phoenix. 10 months from now is WrestleMania. 9 months she'll be giving birth. In WWE, they gonna be like, come on, can you come back? Is there any way you can wrestle? But I know it's not gonna happen because she's gonna put on more weight. She's not gonna be able to perform in the ring. So, I mean, she's gotta be at least 3 months pregnant. She has to be at least 3 months. How long do you show signs of pregnancy? How far along do you have to be to show signs of pregnancy?
I believe 3 months to start the show.
So, and she hasn't shown, but I can't tell she's fat. But let's say she has to be in 6 months. 6 more months from now is like December. If she can get 3 months to get ready, they can put a Beth Phoenix and Karma match, which is the money women's match right now.
That was a big blow. That was big.
So
that was big. She screwed up. That was big.
The Titan division is dead. There's nothing. New Nexus is done. The core is done. I'm sick of these factions. It's time. Wade Barrett needs to go on his own. He needs to take it to the top heel on SmackDown, which he should have been already. I know Wade Barrett and Randy Orton has been done. That's WWE's fault for putting Randy Orton as world champion. So Titan division's dead.
I agree. No more factions. If you're gonna do a faction that's more organized, evolution style.
Yeah. Dominate the company. How about that?
Pretty much evolution style.
Uh-huh.
At least Fortune and Immortal at one point had a perfect, what I'm gonna call it. That faction was perfect because they was all about dominating, getting the belts. I guess living a life, the way they came out to the ring, the personalities. No more of this ambushing people and that's it. No more. If you're gonna do a faction, do it right.
I think they did Nexus, the original Nexus, correctly. I think that the original Nexus was the biggest shot. WWE stole the summer with the Nexus Nexus invasion. That was the best one they've done in years.
I agree.
Because first of all, it was unexpected. That's something that if you had told me, and we'll always go to sleep. If you told me that Nexus was going to, that was going to be the top storyline, and they got to the main event for SummerSlam, and Wade Barrett was that close to beating John Cena.
Oh yeah.
If you didn't get DT on concrete, I don't understand that, but that's the last big wrestling what WWE group did. I mean, the core New Nexus was kind of corny.
Bad.
WWE's fault.
Corny.
Well, John Cena, I don't understand. John Cena ran through him, and Randy Orton kicked him on the head. I understand that, but Titan division's dead. New Nexus need to get the title belts. I mean, unless they're going to probably bring Titan wrestlers in. So that's my opinion on the tag division. What about you, Jamal? What do you say?
Next subject, because he just said everything I wanted to say. Next subject, because you just said everything I wanted. Yeah. I would have said, but
okay.
Tag team division.
All right. Let's see. What else? What do you think the next couple plans for WWE are coming from going to Capital Punishment, Money in the Bank, and SummerSlam, the summer months? Do we see? Because nothing's going to beat for me. The next invasion storyline from the summer. Nothing's going to beat it. So, what do you think that they can do to
get some ratings? I guess.
Yeah.
Get something going.
Let me put it like, who do you think the main events are going to be for the next couple of pay-per-views? Capital Punishment, Money in the Bank, stuff like that. The SummerSlam.
It starts with John Cena, unfortunately.
So John Cena R-Truth is the top match. Capital Punishment.
Capital Punishment. I'm picking R-Truth. I believe in you.
Too. It's not gonna happen.
But it's not gonna happen. I believe in you. My legs is going to sleep. Y'all can still see me.
Yeah.
Now,
I believe the Money in the Bank. I think Del Rio wins it. That's what I go with. And I think him and Cena is going to have a storyline that's going to... I think it's going to be better than what people expect.
So you think Del Rio is going to cash in? You think Del Rio has potential to cash in the same night he wins it like Kane did?
I don't know. I can't say. I don't think so. It depends. I can't say right now. I don't know. That's a tough question. That's a good question, actually. But I think...
You think Del Rio and Cena is a summer feud?
I think they're going to have a good feud. I think it's going to be a real personal type of like crazy feud.
What was the Big Show for him? You're just going to cheese chop liver? That's it?
Yeah, pretty much. He's just helping Del Rio get his more heat.
Right.
But I can't really get too much into that. What do you see?
Well, for SmackDown, for Raw SmackDown, like I said,
SmackDown is iffy for me, bro.
Capital Punch main event is Truth and Cena. That's it. On SmackDown, I can see them doing a Fatal 4-Way match. Orton, Christian,
Cody Rhodes. No, Sheamus.
Sheamus and Henry. Because I don't think Christian's a heel. I think Christian just got fed up. Like he can't be a heel for doing that.
He took the belt though. If he hit him and then left it.
He's upset. He's ruining the man's dreams. Like, he can't. I don't know if he's going to turn heel just because of that.
I think he is.
I don't know. I have to see on SmackDown. I have to see how they perceive it on Raw. If they say something about it. If they say Christian, he turns back on the WWE universe.
He has to. You know, Orton's going to get mad, get his Viper eyes on.
Orton should be the heel in the situation. He ruined the man's dreams.
That's not his fault.
It kind of is his fault.
The fans' fault. It's the fans.
How did he get a title match? Everybody else on SmackDown.
Fans. They ruined it. The fans. All the fans had to do was pick Mark Henry. Christian to be champion.
Why not Sheamus?
Well, Sheamus. I mean, he beat Cena like it was nothing. So.
Yeah. But. That's the two matches I think. That's the main event.
That could be.
And I think Sheamus wins the world title pretty soon. I'd love to see it. No, it's not gonna happen. Never mind. It's not gonna happen for my plans. Never mind. Just trying to say that. I think Randy Orton once again. I think he pins Christian in the match if they have a fatal 4-way match. I can't see Orton and Christian having another one-on-one match at American Pay-Per-View. So then I'm Money in the Bank. I think John Morrison comes back. And I think John Morrison's due time to win a Money in the Bank. I think it's his time. Why has he not been champion before?
He'll be back around that time?
They said 4 to 8 weeks, and that was like
a
month ago. So I think it's time for him to come back. I think on SmackDown, like I said, it's gonna be. I don't know. That SmackDown's kind of hard to pick. It's anybody's ball game over there on SmackDown to win the Money in the Bank. Cody Rhodes, I don't know.
I think that's what I'm going with.
Cody Rhodes.
That's what I'm going with.
Daniel Bryan, but I don't know if that's like. I don't know. Maybe SmackDown should pick somebody that's going to lose for the first time. And I know you don't like the idea of somebody losing Money in the Bank.
I mean, I don't, but at the same time, you're right. I mean, winning every time.
It's just going to be like the Undertaker streak kind of thing, where it's going nobody wants to see somebody lose.
Yeah. So I understand where y'all are coming from, but I don't know, man. If that's the case, I hope Cody Rhodes don't win. I don't want him to be the guy to lose.
I mean, John Morrison will be the guy to lose. What John Morrison try to cash in on Cena? Cena's as a attitude adjustment. Because I've been waiting somebody to do that for a while. I thought, I'm not gonna lie, I thought Edge cashed in for the very first time. Attitude adjustment, that was it.
I thought Miz was gonna lose when he cashed in on Orton because he had to keep punching.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna hit RKO out of nowhere. But I was gonna be like that. They wasn't ready. He wasn't ready to Cena-tize him yet. As I call it, but
Cena.
Yeah, but I think it's SummerSlam. I think your main events. Now, if this is my opinion, because I think Del Rio and Cena, that's probably going to be the headliner. Yep. But I think Cody Rhodes is due for a world title match. I mean, my man proved that he can hang with Rey Mysterio. He beat Rey Mysterio. Don't care what he had in the Extreme Rules. Rey Mysterio cheated. He had to resort to a misspitting to beat Cody Rhodes. That's a fact.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He's a face. Okay, whatever.
Out of character.
Cody Rhodes cheated at WrestleMania, but he's a heel. That's what he's supposed to do.
In character.
Cody Rhodes, he went across with the pendulum. I don't care what anybody. That's another thing. Just like with Miz, Cody Rhodes won that feud. He beat him at the biggest stage of them all. It doesn't matter. Cody Rhodes I think it's time for him to get the world title shot. I mean, he may not be the top heel on SmackDown. Well, yes, he is. He pulls good promos, and I think it's time. Like I said, him and Orton have history. That can add to that, and I think it will be a nice little match. And it'd be interesting to see what they would do with Cody Rhodes and Del Rio at the event. So those are my main events. I don't know where the Miz will be and all that. I hope him and Alex Wright don't have another match by then. But I don't know. Maybe they'll do an interpromotional match, or I don't think Miz is gonna be forgotten. Maybe they'll do a triple threat match. Miz, Del Rio, Cena. I mean, I like to see that, or maybe Miz and Morrison will get into it again. But I don't know. But this is my favorite time now because SummerSlam, because you got Capital Punishment we don't care about. I just want to see R-Truth and Cena. I want to see if they got enough balls to give R-Truth the title. Yeah. But Money in the Bank, because you get two Money in the Banks in one night, and then SummerSlam back to back. This is gonna be good, especially Money in the Bank, because really anything can happen in that pay-per-view. And so that's gonna be I think Money in the Bank is gonna show you who the next two young world champions will be. Even though Wade Barrett and Del Rio should have been one of the titles. Okay.
Is it time for Bear Money to be broken up?
Yes. Robert Roode needs to. Robert Roode, I think, should have been a single wrestler a while ago.
So you think he should be competing for that TNA championship?
I think it's time for TNA to start pushing different people. I mean, it's only so much time. It's like the same thing with Raw. Like it's like the Attitude Era. You also Stone Cold, Rock, and Mankind. They barely use anybody else in the main events. Yeah. That's a triple Mankind, Rock, all of them. I think it's time. Is Matt Morgan get a title shot, or like did Matt Morgan even win a title yet?
No, he had his title shot before. I think 2 title shots.
Alright, well, okay, he had his time, but like people like, can we get AJ Styles back into the main event? Like, definitely. Like Matt Hardy, I like to see Matt Hardy in the main event. I know you know. Well,
Fat Hardy.
I don't know. I mean, like, let's do something with people different. I mean, you gotta give people chances sometimes.
I don't know about Matt. I don't know.
You gotta give people chances.
But I definitely see Robert Roode being a contender.
Yeah, he got that look.
I think they need to put Samoa Joe back in there.
What's Samoa Joe even doing?
He's having a feud with Crimson, the undefeated Crimson, the guy that for some reason I think are trying to make the next Goldberg, and it's not working. But he is pretty solid though. He's good.
Alright, let's see that.
He's solid, but I mean his charisma is kind of low. But they need to. I think Pope should have had his moment.
Oh, I forgot all about Pope. Pope should be champion by now.
Pope should have his moment.
Goodness gracious.
I don't even know. I forgot what he's doing. I think he's about to beef with Devon.
Is Pope heel?
Yeah.
Good. That's one of he's greatest after they lost.
There's a lot of guys that should be contending. Matt Hart. I mean, WWE didn't give him the chance, so he might as get a chance before his career is over. So I think he could do it. Matt Hardy. I think he should get a chance, maybe.
Maybe. Not a pay-per-view chance. Maybe a TV show chance.
Maybe a pay-per-view.
You think so?
I mean, if he could get his character going, then maybe. But Bully Ray will probably get a chance, which is pretty bad. But his character is perfect. But TNA, what they need to do is focus on the youth and the people that built TNA instead of the people they think could help TNA. That's what they need to do.
Question: Is Anderson heel in this situation, or he is?
He turned back, yeah.
Okay, because I saw on the website, I saw he was over Sting. I was like, okay, is he basically being a heel now?
Yeah.
Good, because he's better than heel.
Yeah, he's funny.
So you picking Anderson to win this Slammiversary?
I hope so. I pray, but we'll see. I hope so.
So, Beer Money in. Time to be broken up.
It's time.
Are they tag champs?
They about to fight the British invasion.
Time for the breakup. Robert Roode, you got a future. James Storm, not so much.
I miss Desmond Wolfe as well.
I think. I hope he comes back. Because I thought that's the most actually really good wrestler. Him and Daniel Bryan, or Bryan Danielson, as he's called in WWE, or them back in the old days. But they were two good wrestlers. I know I thought Daniel Bryan was going to succeed, and he's had the US title for 6 months. But anyway, all right. Let me go to my question. We haven't talked about this yet, but who are some of the guys that they should be pushing, but they're not?
Everybody can agree this for the longest Ted DiBiase.
Yes.
Everybody can agree that Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
Everybody can agree that you know what? I'm gonna go with this guy because of his wrestling. He lacks character, but I'm impressed with this guy. When I seen him in the ring, I remember he had a match against John Morrison. I'm gonna have to go with Tyson Kidd.
Tyson Kidd
lacks character though.
Yeah. That's why he needs a manager. That's why you need to bring the manager coming back. That's what managers are for.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's all for people who don't have mic skills. Once they get back up in the ring.
I think I'm gonna go with the women's division and go with Gail Kemp. They need to push her as well. She's probably the best wrestler.
I don't believe you mentioned a woman from the women's division.
Hey, she can bring them back with her high flying ability.
Who's she gonna face there? The Bella Twins? Come on now. Only person that she can really have a good match with is Beth Phoenix.
Yeah.
And maybe she probably put a good match on Alicia Fox.
And Melina probably.
But Melina's too busy being a whore backstage.
Dang.
But I definitely agree with you, DiBiase and McIntyre. DiBiase should have had his chance.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean, I'm still surprised Cody Rhodes. Like I said, I'm not mad, but I'm surprised Cody Rhodes got his shot over DiBiase.
I expect Ryan Mason to get his big push
because he got the Davies, the
he got the look.
Rhodes. So I'm surprised you haven't mentioned Everborn.
Nah.
You don't think he's another push? Why? Because he's small. And then if you say he is, I don't care. What about Rey Mysterio?
It's not that he just lacks.
Rey Mysterio had no character either.
It's not that he just lacks.
Don't say wrestling the bully. He beat Chris Jericho.
He
had that was like his best match at that pay-per-view.
Rey Mysterio is small, but
former two-time world champion, BJBL.
For some reason people like him.
People like Everborn.
Not like Rey Mysterio.
Not yet, because they don't give him a chance. People were just starting to get on his bandwagon when he beat Jericho and he pinned Sheamus in the same month.
But a push for a U.S. title, maybe. I mean, that's the furthest I see him go.
The first I saw Rey Mysterio was going was the Cruiserweight title. And what happened to him? I mean, look, tell you the truth, if he went on SmackDown and he fought Cody Rhodes and Cody Rhodes was world champion, I can see that happening. I mean, we got to put boundaries on these wrestlers. You know what I mean?
I mean, but Mysterio, I mean, they kind of
5 years ago, do you think the Miz would have held the WWE title? 5 years ago, when he was hosting SmackDown's Diva Search, whatever he was doing, do you think he had a chance?
Well, I mean, I always believed in him.
No, he did.
When I didn't like the Miz when he first came.
He did, but you thought he was going to be WWE champion.
So I was about to say, I always believed in him. I knew he would, do something good in the ring.
Honestly, in your heart,
but I didn't see him being where he is now. No.
All right, then. That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, no.
Like I said,
but I always believed in him.
I know you always believed in him.
Nah.
You also believed in Simon Dean, Muhammad Hassan, who was going to be world champion.
Yeah.
But terrorist things. But I think Everborn can have a shot. He pinned Sheamus when Sheamus was WWE champion. I know John Cena helped him. But
I see Evan Bourne as a U.S. title contender. That's it. Sorry.
Evan Bourne could think could steal the show.
Evan Bourne will be a U.S. title contender for the rest of his life. Sorry.
So you put it out there. You don't think ever WWE will ever push him to become WWE champion? If Miz is WWE champion, Miz Morrison.
I'll take that back.
Because you don't think Evan Bourne ever, if like I said, Miz Morrison was champion.
No.
You want like to see Evan Bourne versus Morrison?
He'll probably be released by then. I don't see it.
Is he going to be part of the spring cleaning whenever they do it?
I don't think so. But maybe a spring cleaning, but not this year.
Damn.
But
you don't see him have any chance. Why? He doesn't like he doesn't have the character. Is that what it is?
It's not just that, but
Cruiserweight. What is it?
Maybe it is his height. Maybe it is his physique, but Rey Mysterio.
Jersey Mysterio being world champion. Back to 2002 when he fought Kurt Angle.
If you take away Eddie.
Exactly. He never been world champion without Eddie Guerrero.
I mean, if you take that away, then maybe he would have never been champion.
Exactly.
Evan Bourne, well, maybe he might become somebody's best friend and
Stop.
Well, that's the only way it's gonna happen. I don't see it. I'm sorry. The WWE, they always go for the look.
You should always say that.
I'm sorry. That's the only way. I'm sorry. I don't know.
So someone has to die for Evan Bourne to become WWE champion.
I just
That's what you basically said.
I'm just saying he'll probably be released by then. I don't see it. He'll probably be released. That's my answer.
What about Dolph Ziggler? Dolph Ziggler is
yeah, he'll be champion one day.
Again.
One day.
Again.
I don't count that.
It's official WWE World Title reign.
He's never been champion in my eyes. I don't count it.
He was champion for 11 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. 11 minutes.
I don't count it.
Why?
I mean,
because it's short.
Statistically,
don't count Andre the Giant as champion or not. Yeah, Andre the Giant. Because he gave when he won the title for the first time, he gave it to DiBiase.
Oh yeah.
So don't count that. Don't count Jeff Hardy's reign when he was world champion on SmackDown. See if Punk came out and the GTS when Cash Money in the Bank. Don't count that.
I don't remember it.
Don't count Randy Orton's 5 to 10 minute reign when he won the title.
I don't remember it.
That's a dang shame.
I count it. You know, I'll take that back. I'll count it, but I don't remember it.
So do you count Dolph Ziggler's title win?
I count it, but I don't remember it. I'll take it back.
Of course you don't remember. It was only like 4 minutes.
So,
but
I'm gonna hurry up and it's like 8 o'clock.
All right, the last topic. Bring it home. Get a nice good topic for us. We're talking about 5 minutes and we'll try to watch the game.
Where do you see TNA and WWE 5 years? Years from now.
Man. I think 5 years from now, they'll be. Well, no, maybe not. I think WWE will start hyping up the next big icon versus icon match. I think 5 years from now, well, not icon, maybe not icon versus icon, but like you know what I mean. The next big match. I think it's gonna be Cena versus whoever, you know. I think by then, I think TNA will be a serious threat to WWE because CM Punk will have been in the company for 5 years. Because CM Punk is leaving. I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen. He's not renewing unless he's already renewed. I haven't read the story about today. But I see TNA stronger if they still exist. I see Eric Bischoff and Hogan out of it, and Mick Foley. I see all these old farts trying to get their last 10 minutes of fame. Flair, I see all these guys out of it, and I see the young guys prevailing. I see AJ Styles at the top. Maybe character-wise, but he's still a top wrestler. He's still doing his thing. But I don't think a lot of people will even care because a lot of people are still going to be watching. Unfortunately, that's what I say. I mean, John Cena won't be as relevant in 5 years either. Not as relevant. Like I think the two will change. I think Alex Riley will be up there sometime one day. Alex Riley and Miz will be to the top guys. I don't know. I think Evan Bourne will be champion will win the title by then. Maybe. I think Evan Bourne would have got a shot. I think Ziggler, Morrison, Del Rio, Wade Barrett, and Cody Rhodes would have all won titles by then in 5 years.
Yeah.
So, what about you? You see WWE in 5 years?
WWE years from now, 5 years from now. The young guys are gonna, I would say, the young guys, like you said, the Rhodes, the Codys, the Wade Barretts, they'll finally have their time to shine.
Then they all be world champion.
I think they'll have their time to shine.
Yeah, it's a question. They had time to shine. Main events.
I think they could be world champion material. I think they'll all win the belt. Icon match, I don't know about that one.
Maybe too soon.
It might be too soon.
It might be 10 years.
I think Cena still be.
I think Cena will start to fade away.
Cena, the only way Cena stays relevant is when the kids get bored of him and he makes a heel turn.
That's a big thing. You think he makes a heel turn in the next 5 years? Do you see that the WWE needs to make him heel to survive?
When the merchandise go down and the kids not like him, he will. He have no choice.
So you see that in 5 years? Do you see it in 5 years that happening, or is it going to take longer?
I see it. I mean, you only could stay the same way for so long.
Do you see Miz 5 years being a face? Do you think Miz is going to be a face sooner than 5 years?
Have to.
More like WrestleMania 28?
Have to. After probably WrestleMania, but have to. TNA, they gotta get money.
So, the better point. Do you think when Cena turns heel, do you think they're going to do a Cena Orton match then?
That could be like a somewhat icon.
That could be like a WrestleMania 30 match. That's like 2 years.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
That could happen. That could happen.
Yeah, face Randy Orton versus heel John Cena.
That could happen. That could happen.
So.
That could happen. That could definitely happen.
I mean, we already seen the match already, but we haven't seen this from this side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To see Cena dominate Randy Orton, and then Randy Orton comes back to win. You know what I mean?
Cena will have to turn heel to stay relevant.
Do you see them doing like an Undisputed Championship thing again?
No.
You don't see champion at WrestleMania 1 year, in 5 years, WrestleMania 29.
That'd be good.
30,
That's
32.
a good thing you brought it up. That'd be good, but I don't know.
You ever seen
Undisputed?
So you don't see in the next 5 years anybody ever holding both titles?
I don't think they're gonna do that no more. That'd be something to do though. I hope to see it.
You see Jericho back. You see Batista back.
I see Jericho back. Batista, I don't know if he's serious about the acting thing. I don't see him coming back. But Jericho will be back. Jericho relevant still. I think later down the line we'll see one more match.
Jericho finally beat John Cena fairly.
I think later down the line we'll see one more match of the Stone Cold.
You think Stone Cold Randy Orton match? Stone Cold's wrestler now?
Possible. I think Stone Cold had one more in them.
In 5 years, do we see The Rock in the Hall of Fame?
The Rock will be in there.
5 years, let's see. Do we see Kurt Angle? 5 years time, he probably stopped wrestling. Maybe it's time to start. I mean, maybe he'll chill.
They gotta give it to him. No matter if he went to TNA or not, they owe that to him. So.
You see, I'm trying to think of people like who are relevant.
Undertaker, no.
Do you see the Undertaker?
He'll
Man.
be there. Rey Mysterio will be there. He ain't got 5 years in him.
You think 5 years time he'll be done? He'll be this it?
Yeah. I give him 2 more years.
He's WWE Hall of Fame worthy.
They putting him in there. They put him in the top 50 All-Stars. He's going.
You ain't lying.
He's going in there.
I'm trying to think. People of our generation.
Triple H.
Yeah, Triple H going in there.
I'm
trying to think people who wrestle now. Mankind.
Yeah. What you mean people that's wrestling right now?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of people like not right now, like who wrestled like in the 2000s.
Oh,
you see Jericho going in there.
Oh yeah, Chris Edge.
Oh yeah, Edge going in 2012. I think Edge Savage and Randy Savage. Randy Savage going in the Hall of Fame now.
Edge, Diesel.
He's not in there, is he?
I don't think so. No.
He deserves to be. He has a year-long WWE title reign.
Because now that he's back on good terms,
it's a dang shame. Only reason they'll have to do it.
They'll put him in. I think Booker T will go in there. I think so. I mean, he did his thing when he was the champion.
Yeah, but WWE is WCW, yeah.
He'll probably go in there.
I see that.
So,
do you see like any big star from TNA or WWE jumping ship? You ever see any star from WWE? Never gonna happen.
Not gonna happen.
You ever see John Cena to TNA? Not gonna happen. But do you see any company? Do you ever see any change ups besides CM Punk? Do we see Anderson? Something happen with Anderson? Him coming to WWE? Samoa Joe or?
There's a rumor Kurt Angle might come back to WWE.
We want to see it.
I think he comes back.
Think Kurt Angle comes back to finish off his wrestling career?
Yeah, I think he comes back.
Kurt Angle on Miz, I like to see that match. Actually, I like to see Miz and Jericho. That's my dream match right now. You have a dream match next 5 years? I think Miss Jericho will be a good WrestleMania match, SummerSlam, any day match.
A dream match?
Yeah. Is there any match that you want to see that's possible that can happen?
I mean, if CM Punk go to TNA, I mean, Styles and CM Punk, I mean.
I like to see CM Punk and Samoa Joe.
That's good, yeah.
I like to see a triple threat match between them three, too. Those are all high quality matches.
That's good. I would like to see WWE. I would like to see I don't know, I guess if it's like bragging rights match or something, I don't know. But like inner brands, I would like to see Del Rio and Orton go at it.
That might be saving it for WrestleMania.
I would like to see that. Of course, you gotta have John Cena in the topic, but I mean, he didn't face everybody you could think of.
John Cena rocks. I mean, that's the one dream match.
That's the only guy that Cena that hasn't beat, probably. So that's pretty much.
But do you see? I'm trying to think of somebody to do. Do you see Miz ever leaving WWE, going to TNA?
No, they won't let that happen.
They kill it because they even kill him.
Too much potential. I mean, it'll be small guys like Evan Bourne might leave and go to TNA. It'll be small guys. Kofi Kingston might leave and go to TNA.
You don't think anybody big? You don't see like a Kurt Angle. Remember when Kurt Angle left? That was a big star for them.
Like I said, him going back to WWE is something, but I mean, their big star would have to be CM Punk. That'll probably be
That's
there.
it.
Unless somehow they could talk and get Batista.
You still think Batista? I don't understand why you think Batista would change TNA.
Goldberg can do it too, even though he's old.
There's WCW all over again. There's going to be WCW all over again. And he's going to fail.
That's TNA for you.
But yeah, I have to agree now that I think about it. Because it's been 5 years since Kurt Angle came in. So if CM Punk was to come in, I think that would be their guy.
Yeah, it has.
But you don't think WWE will ever get anybody big with TNA? Like, I mean, remember that Chris Harris was in with WWE. They ruined that.
Yeah. If it was a person big minus Kurt Angle, it'll probably be.
You think Elijah Burke come back for the Pope? Remember D'Angelo there?
It'll probably be Samoa Joe, maybe.
Yeah.
It'll probably be Samoa Joe.
You think Samoa Joe would fit in with WWE though? I would see Samoa Joe Undertaker match.
I do. I think he'll fit.
Yeah.
They'll probably use him like Umaga, but not as creative like the language and stuff. Yeah.
Cause I would love to see. Well, see, it would be respectful because I already know they're gonna make him tap out to Cena. You know what's gonna happen. But I think that they to be relevant. We need more of these matches. Like, I think that they needed to sit down and talk. I know they on different competing brands, whatever. But we need to see these dream matches happen. I really do want to see like a Cena and
Rare
AJ Styles match, something like that. I really want to see these inter brand matches, company matches, whatever they're called. It's never gonna happen though. But you see Samoa Joe going to WWE, and
that's possible.
And you see, besides CM Punk, who did you say? You say it's not gonna be somebody big
from WWE going to TNA.
Yeah. Besides CM Punk, is Kofi Kingston big in your consideration? Is that big?
He could do something in TNA because of his popular fan base, but
you see Dolph Ziggler as a big guy going to TNA.
They not letting him go. They're not letting those guys. Maybe, they wouldn't even let Drew McIntyre go. WWE ain't letting those guys go.
But guys like Trent Beretta,
they would let Kofi Kingston.
Zack Ryder,
yes, people
Kurt Hawkins, all these people that nobody even know it was really.
Unless something crazy happened, I don't see it.
So I don't see no big star. That's fair. That's understandable. So Samoa Joe WWE, that could happen.
Yep.
Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you like that wrestling debate. We'll have some more of these pretty soon. As for FatmanStephens, Jamal Esquire Holly, thanks for watching.